Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 708. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everyone?
So, you want to talk about the pay-per-view, or you want to talk about Godzilla first?
Yeah, Money in the Bank 2016 just ended, and it was a pretty damn good show. I gotta admit, it was probably one of the better pay-per-views I've seen in a while. I'm ecstatic. You know, if there's spoilers here, of course, if you guys haven't seen it, and you want
Yeah, spoilers.
Dean Ambrose won the Money in the Bank. Then last match, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns had a damn good match. I thought it was pretty good. And then Rollins beat Reigns clean, won his title back, and then Ambrose cashed in and won the title. And I was like, that was amazing. So it was a great show all around. I definitely enjoyed it. I had my friends over. My family was here as well. We watched it. It was a great show. It was a great show, and I was very, very excited. WWE did a hell of a job with this show.
You want to tell me what you told me about the pay-per-views being doubled or something?
Yeah, they're going to be doubling pay-per-views, so I'm guessing there's going to be like 20 to 24 pay-per-views a year now, starting in September, I believe. That's going to be a lot.
24 a year?
Around there, yeah.
Oh, that is nuts. How much are they each?
All right. Hey, Ray. If you have the network, it's $10 a month. If you don't, it's about $50, $60.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you're smart, you buy the network. That's
That's the whole deal.
That's the thing.
Okay. What's up, Ray?
You two all right?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. What were you just talking about?
I just sent you the thing by accident. No, we were just talking about the wrestling, and I'm going to go on box office numbers. So, yeah, Finding Dory, guys, did 186 million worldwide, breaking records left and right. Okay. Main story for me is as you know, I've been following the Turtles and X-Men. Now, it is official now that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows has made back its budget and is a little profitable so far. 142 million worldwide. Still not the number for domestic. Domestic 71 million. But usually if they make a lot of money overseas, it could go on a share like basically a sequel. They are doing a new Terminator because of that and Pacific Rim and all that. So I'm pretty sure that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not done in the box office yet. So we could be finishing off with 150 million, 160 million, maybe more. And I believe it's going to be getting a sequel. Any thoughts, Ray, on it? Or
I think it needs a sequel, doesn't it? Because this one was apparently too childish, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they need to fix it because this one's crap. Well, it was a riot, I guess. You see, Chris?
No.
But how many times have we seen like a movie where the first one's great and then the second one's not so great?
Right. So hopefully they can fix it in the next sequel.
Yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse now. Worldwide, it's 510 million and still climbing. While it didn't make the box office budget domestically, it did worldwide. Domestically, it only did 146 million with a $178 million budget. But again, it's so profitable overseas that, already it was greenlit for 2 sequels. So we didn't even need to worry. But, it's more than official now. Another X-Men. So that is that. Also, The Conjuring is still doing well. I believe it's like 185 or something like that. So let me just see. So what it's doing. Okay, so it's basically 187 million worldwide with a $40 million budget.
All movies all do well, don't they? Because they have a small budget, so they can just clear it just like that, can't they?
And Civil War still making money. It stands at 401 million domestically, worldwide, 1,144,877,176 dollars. Still making money every day.
Yeah,
So,
that comes out on DVD in September, I believe.
mm.
So it's got all of next month in August still.
And Central Intelligence basically had a budget of 50 million, did 41 million, so it's not a success yet. But we'll see. Maybe another week or so, maybe we'll do well. So now, was there anything to that Star Wars thing I sent you, Chris, today, or was that the same old thing we were talking about?
I didn't even see it, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Let me look at it now.
Yeah, and besides that stuff, we also got the sad news today that, as I said before, Anton Yelchin, who plays Chekhov in Star Trek in the new movie Star Trek Beyond, had passed away.
Yeah.
Very sad news today. It was a shocker this morning.
Yeah. That Star Wars article was the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Chris, I mean, we were talking a little off here about Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's not getting any better with the fan base, right? With the pictures.
It's not getting any better, but it's not getting any worse either. However, I mean, I was watching a video today with someone who was completely against the movie, and they didn't bash it or anything. They just looked at what we've had so far, and they made a couple of good points about certain things. And one of those things was he specifically referenced Tyrone Magnus's reaction to the Godzilla Resurgence trailer, and he said in the reaction, Magnus says, "This looks really cheesy. I wouldn't go see it. I would rent it or something." And I think that's telling. I think that might be part of the reason why Japan is not releasing it outside of there. Or why Toho is not releasing it outside of Japan for like a theater release or theatrical run, because they went with a person in a suit or a suit again, or a puppet, whatever you want to call it, and they're doing CGI enhancements which are good, but I really think that the casual fans, which are really going to make or break this movie, in my opinion, are going to look at this and it's going to be the same thing. They're either going to not watch it, or they're going to turn away and say they're going to stop watching it and saying this is just the same old,
Right.
And the person in this video made another good point. They did this thing called the Godzilla tropes list, where they said they ran through the thing like this is the same movie that we've seen already.
Yes.
And then there were some more points that said even if you put another monster or monsters in this again, it's the same thing. What they were hoping for was Toho doing something new and making either a full CGI Godzilla in their version or doing a motion capture one. And I said those are the only things right now that, in my opinion, would make it fresh. And then, yes, you could have Godzilla by himself in a movie like that, because we haven't seen Godzilla by himself like that. That would have made something new. It would have differentiated it from 2014.
Right.
But I agreed. I said, I don't see anything in this movie unless there's a plot detail in this movie that we are not being told about. Like there's a reason for him attacking, and we're going to see that in the movie.
It's basically the same movie. People running from Godzilla. It's like, it's like, okay, there's nothing. That's what it looks like. They borrowed partly a design from another movie, which is more of an insult. Yeah, right.
Sorry. I was going to say, this is basically like Last Chance Saloon for Toho. If they can't get it right this time, then they won't make another one for a good few years again, will they?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I know people are sick of us hearing us talk about Shin Gojira, but as it's getting closer to the release, more stuff comes out, and we're learning more, and so we're going to be talking about it a lot.
I know. And it's saying Japan's the home of Godzilla, so you need to have a big impact there. Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. And the guy in the video, go check out his channel too. I believe his name is Gojira 5400 or something like that.
Okay.
Definitely check him out, because the video's got a lot of dislikes, but I think it's because people got pissed off what he said and they didn't listen to what he said. He made another very good point, and it's something I've been saying on here for months now. He was like, so people had a problem with the 2014 design being quote-unquote overweight, but they're completely fine with the way this Godzilla looks. And he showed comparison shots, and he was like, you got to be kidding me, right?
Right.
And I was like,
legs
exactly.
look ridiculous. It looks like his legs are stomachs.
Yeah.
And like, how could you have overweight? That doesn't make any sense. How could you have overweight legs? But then you can't. Your stomach is not like, it's like weird. Who was the one that designed this? Like, did this guy ever design a Godzilla before?
The guy's never designed Godzilla, but he's a very famous designer over in Japan. That's why they got him to do it.
Well, that's the first time to suck for everything. I mean,
I gather.
You can't always do perfect work, but if the guy is the best there is, obviously he's the worst Godzilla designer ever.
Well, this is my problem. I mean, I'm not going to pan the design yet because I need to see the whole movie, and I think there might be more to it than we know.
Right.
However, what I've seen so far, I can't say I'm very impressed.
I hate it.
When I saw the 2014 design, I was like, yeah, that's amazing. I like it. You know, with this, I'm kind of like, I see where they're going, but I feel like they took the things in 54 that were like kind of the issues with the suit and they overemphasized them. Like the eyes looking weird and the arms being too short and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out why they couldn't have just been like, let's go with a more traditional design and make that scary.
Right.
Because there are some points where I look at this design and I'm like, this isn't scary. This looks goofy.
Yeah.
It looks really goofy.
It looks like a B-movie design, doesn't it?
It does. And I mean, I think back of the designs in like the 90s and throughout the Millennium era, and those were almost all of them I enjoy. I mean, my favorite design, I mean, besides 2014, my favorite design has to be like either the 2000 design or the Heisei Godzilla, like in 89 or 91 is my favorite. That's cliched, but 91 is my favorite. That one looks scary because he's got this face that he's just always like he's always angry, and that was the scary thing. But this one to me, like sometimes it looks a little scary, but then I'll look at other pictures like that statue that they just came out with, and I'm like, this looks goofy. It just doesn't look like something that people should be afraid of. It just it has this goofy expression. It can't move its arms. Its tail is phantom swinging around. They over designed it. That's what I think they did. I think they took it and they were like, this, and it was like, we're not. Oh, what did we do? Well, this is our design.
Right.
Yeah. This is what makes me think that they're on their last chance saloon night. I was still saying because it looks like they're just too busy concentrating on Godzilla and trying to make him perfect and everything, and they got it all cocked up and.
I want to know how much money they spent to design Godzilla this time.
I do too. Well, you know what's interesting? They've got that book coming out that has all of the stuff that went into making this movie.
But you need to pay for it.
Yeah, you need to pay for it. I'm hoping that they come out with a condensed English version that's less money, or less expensive, I should say. But I mean, I'm not paying $92 for that book, but
No.
I want to see what they were thinking, because I know that the directors worked on, of course they worked on Neon Genesis Evangelion and a couple of other things, and I know that in Neon Genesis the things that they fight in there have very, very, very complex designs. So I'm wondering if that's kind of where this is stemming from, but I don't know. I think the figures look better, honestly. The figures that we've shown on here, the designs look better. I think if they went with something like that, I would have been okay with what's going on. But honestly, I can't really get too excited for this movie because I'm like, okay.
Now, Comic-Con is a couple weeks, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Do we have any, thing about Skull Island? Do we have any figures?
We'll see it at Comic-Con.
What about toys? Don't we have any toys that are out? Or
they'll probably reveal all of it at Comic-Con. I think we're going to get a huge Kong thing at Comic-Con because by then it'll be. I mean, it comes out in March.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know they've got a little while left. They got a couple months left, but I think we're going to start seeing stuff at Comic-Con. I wouldn't be surprised if we get our first teaser trailer.
We're going to get a Walking Dead trailer also.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I think that honestly, with Kong, I think it's better that they kind of keep it quiet right now, and then towards the end of the year and the beginning of next year, they really push with the marketing.
Don't they have anything for Godzilla 2? Like any concept art or plans or nothing, right? Everything got scrapped, the script, everything?
No, nothing got scrapped.
Okay.
Nothing got scrapped. Gareth Edwards just left. That's the only thing. As of right now, everything is staying the same unless the director comes in and says, get rid of it all. But I doubt they're going to do that.
Right. Okay. Besides that, we got Doctor Who filming tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
We just talked about the Real Whovians Kiss. We just did it. Me, Danette, and Gloria. Danette came back. The Doctor Who starts filming tomorrow, and we touched on it briefly because with the stuff that Capaldi said, the stuff that Jenna Louise Coleman said, and Louis had said something about, which basically he heard too about the finale also, about Clara and Ishilda are going to appear in the finale possibly because they're screwing up time with the TARDIS, their TARDIS.
Sure.
And this was Missy's plan all along, and then the Doctor has to basically fix it. I guess the Time Lords restore his memory, and it's like a whole big everybody and their mother in the finale type of thing for a big hurrah. But then there's a nice quiet Christmas special with Moffat saying goodbye.
This is what I was afraid of. It sounds like Clara is, again, somehow, even not being in the show, she's the main point of this season.
Well, weren't we talking about, I forget who I was talking to about it, that what if she screwed up the TARDIS navigation, and then when everything goes back, that turns out to be the actual TARDIS?
I said that on the
You said that, yeah.
I was afraid that they were going to say that somehow the TARDIS that she has is actually the TARDIS the Doctor picks.
Because that first of all, and that's why the TARDIS hates her. It kept smashing it all throughout time. Yeah.
She's not angry, dear, but it's that one big clusterfuck with Clara, isn't it?
See, the only thing is that, of course, where does Bill and Nardole fall into this? I mean, do they get lost in the shuffle because Moffat's focusing in on his favorite creation, Clara? Do they does the Time Lords restore River to help the Doctor from the library? Because it looks like there's a reason that she gets out of the library, because according to the audios, she's free. She has her body back, and I don't know if she has regenerations. But it looks like Moffat's going to be a big, huge, boom, two-part finale.
It's going to be Hellbent Part 2, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what the hell it's going to be, but, I mean, look, it sounds exciting if it is. Because if she don't go back, then that's going to alter time, of course. Because then she's not going to face the Raven. The Doctor's going to be like, what the hell? You know? And it's going to cause another universe in a way, because the Doctor, she never died, never watched her die, so he never had to go back. You know, it's a mess. So, we'll have to see. We're getting closer to Ghostbusters, guys, which I'm dying to see how that does. And Independence Day this week, right?
Yeah, it's the 24th, I believe.
Now, I heard that they want 2 more. Was that true, or just 1 more?
I heard that they want 1 more. I think they're trying to do a trilogy.
Okay.
But who knows? I mean, if this does really well.
I heard 2. But I hope they don't. I mean, what if they do something crazy and say that Will Smith's character was just on a mission to go into space and it was top secret, and he pops in the 3rd one? You think?
I think that's a big possibility, because I think if he sees that this does really well, he might want to come back.
Right.
Personally, I think I don't know. I don't claim to know why he didn't do it. Maybe it was scheduling stuff because of Suicide Squad or something. But I think they should have left it open for him to come back.
Well, they probably could, because they never really showed a body.
Yeah,
I know they're explaining it, but maybe the military, maybe the president made a top secret mission. They're like, all right, while he's training everybody here,
Yeah.
we're going to send a whole fleet and everything to their home planet.
I think it's very possible that they could do something like that. But I to tell you the truth, here's the issue, right?
Okay.
With these two directors who are making Independence Day.
Right.
They are geniuses at marketing. They are terrible when it comes to putting out a movie. So if this movie blows, pardon my language, we ain't seeing Will Smith again in this. We may not even see Independence Day 3.
Yeah, but they just bashed Marvel, too.
Well, did they? Did they really?
Somebody said something like Marvel movies are silly. We'll never do those movies.
Well, I don't want them to do it, so I'll keep them
But
as far
that's
away.
really stupid, though. First of all, you don't burn your bridges. Like, that's just...
Oh, no, I don't want them anywhere near Marvel. If they burn their bridges, let them. I don't... These guys are crazy.
Okay. Chris. All
well,
right.
Zilla. That's all I need to say. Zilla.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We know what you're talking about, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody, all the fathers out there, enjoyed Father's Day. I was just relaxing, so I bought myself a Captain America shirt, $10. And
I did say no to Hydra Cap.
well, let me go get it, and you can talk for a second. Hold on.
Hydra Cap.
say no to Hydra Cap.
I could see him wearing a Hydra Cap shirt. He comes on here, and we're just like, what have you done with Joe? Like,
Yeah. When did you turn into the evil version?
Are you a Nazi too?
Yeah. Oh, Moffat, you screwed with us.
Hydra Doc. Say no to Hydra Doc.
All right. What happened?
No, we were saying if you were wearing a shirt that said, Hail Hydra Cap or something.
Oh, no.
You'd be like, what have you done? Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
There he is. How awesome is that? Please restore my character, please. Back to normal. I don't know. I mean, the damage is done, but,
Could be worse. The Doctor could be working for Hydra.
What do you think about that story, Chris, that we were talking about, the clone conspiracy with Spider-Man?
I think it sounds intriguing.
It does.
I think I think they could have a really good arc with that. I think it would be really good.
I think this time they will, because the last time what happened was, the people that created that storyline left. And they had all these writers trying to fix it for 2 years, where Peter Parker wasn't even in the comic because they made it like he was a clone and Ben Reilly's real one. So the thing was a mess that lasted 2 years or more. And then they fixed it finally, but they didn't fix it right. So that was like but I feel confident with Dan Slott. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident. I like his stuff, so I like what he's doing. But I was joking around with the kids. It's like, because if you look at it from my perspective, right? It's like Peter Parker's a billionaire and everything, right? And he's got everything he wants, except he's not with Mary Jane anymore, but he's got like a new girl every week or whatever, right?
Mm.
So I guess that's what happens when you make a deal with the devil, right? You get everything. It's like, what? Poor Johnny Blaze burned his head off and skull. This guy's got a friggin' $1 billion corporation. It's ridiculous. And he's like married to J. Jonah James' father. I mean, it's like, hell.
When did Peter Parker turn into Tony Stark?
Well, I know his company's more powerful and more richer than so that's what happens when you make a deal with the devil. It's like, I would think that Dan Slott should do something about that.
Yeah.
Well, now everything starts to crash and burn because you can't make a deal with the devil, really.
Yeah, because if you're a stuntman, you get to become a blind Ghost Rider.
It's just, if that's what you get when you make a deal with the devil, every superhero would do. That's terrible. Horrible. Mephisto's evil. Oh, I'm hearing now that Mephisto is the main villain of the Defenders. Because they went into the Midnight Suns. They want to tease that.
That would be weird.
That would be horrible. I hope not.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. And what does Mephisto bring back? Kilgrave? I'll be like,
Then the Devil's Son will be back. I don't know who I'd like for the Defenders.
Mephisto punishes Jessica Jones by bringing back Kilgrave. How funny would that be?
I don't know who I'd like because I'm the Defenders villain.
I would think there has to be a villain that's not demonic or even mystical or right. It should be like a normal villain that's tough and strong and right. I mean, not Mephisto. But that's another thing. If they want to do, they should do another section in Netflix where it's the the magical, the mystical, the whatever, the Ghost Rider and Blade and all. That's cool. Midnight Suns, whatever. Yeah, but don't mix it with Defenders. Because we still want to have our Daredevil season when that's done. Yeah. We want to have Daredevil. Listen, there's no reason to end Daredevil right now. Daredevil season 3, 4, 5. That's fantastic. Jessica Jones 2, 3, 4. I mean, I don't know how Luke Cage is going to do Iron Fist, but I'm all for more Jessica Jones.
And don't forget the Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher's going to be good too.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
What is that, next year?
Yeah, I think they're filming. Definitely they filmed it, eh?
Not filming yet. Are they? I don't know. I don't think so. Soon, though, I'm sure. I don't think the Punisher is going to be part of the Defenders. I don't know. So, other than that, guys, that's it for the Everything Show. So, take care. Bye for now.